So what's funny is I was actually going to come sit up here and listen to your guys talk today because you were talking about sunrooms. And I've got a back porch. And the thing I don't like about the back porch is it gets wet when it rains and it's hot when it's hot. And it's just sometimes not a great place to sit.
Sure.
I like sitting on my porch. So it's kind of my like quiet area, my like, relaxing area sometimes. So let's talk about options, because I have a feeling there's not just one option on what we can do. Well, let's explain what it is. So it's a covered back porch, right? Would you say that?
So again, it depends. A sunroom can be anything from, you could have a deck that we add a roof on and enclose it, or we could start from scratch and add the whole thing at once.
Yeah, no. So what I wanted to give some background on is my scenario. Just so if someone's watching at home, they can get a better idea. So
yours is the covered porch is part of the house, and then you basically got a concrete patio with like one step down from your back door. For that, again, couple options. You know, we could do more of the traditional treated wood style, where it's going to feel more like a screened-in porch, or it's going to feel like an addition. Or we could go to the other extreme and really make it feel like a room addition, where, you know, we could do hardwood floors or tile floors. We could do the same style of windows that match the rest of the house. We can have drywall inside. You know, we can really go all the way and make it feel like an extension of the home. It really just depends on, do you want that more? You're surrounded by nature. You know, you want the windows to be open a lot to let fresh air in, or do you want it to just be additional square footage for your home?
Gotcha. And I'm sure budget plays a role in that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it has to, right?
Well, you know, we talk about pricing a lot, and I've got windows that we can install for $600 or $700. And then I've got windows that we can sell you for $5,000, and a bunch of stuff in between. But to give you an idea,
with different features involved and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes sense. So what ideally for me is, it would be, I don't know about weatherproof, but it would keep the weather out. Right. So ideally in the afternoon, on a Friday afternoon when it's blazing hot outside, it'd be cool in there. Right.
When you say it'd be cool in there, do you want it to be cooling itself, or do you want to leave the back door open to let air circulate?
Well, yeah. So probably cooling itself. Just because, I mean, here in the Midwest, it can get hot now. And a little bit of background information too is this back patio faces west. So it gets all the afternoon sun. When things are nice and warm. So ideally, I think it would need to be, and understand this is a fence guy, so this is me guessing a little bit here. But either part of the HVAC, the house's HVAC, or I've seen them. I don't know the term for it. I'm a fence guy, but the inside outside, where it's one room, right? So that I can control that room. So when I go out there, I can just kick on the AC.
So that's called a mini split unit.
Gotcha.
And typically those are the way we go. Because a lot of times, if we were to just extend ductwork out from your regular house, your existing furnace and air conditioner is not sized appropriately to handle that extra square footage.
That makes sense.
And so, especially if it's in good working order, don't fix it if it's not broken. So for, you know, $6,000 or $7,000 generally for a sunroom sized area, we can add an additional unit that, you know, again, you can play bells and whistles. It can be really basic and have just a control right on the unit itself. That you go up and change what temperature you want it at. Or we can do some that are Bluetooth connected and Wi-Fi, and you can control them from your phone. And, you know, that actually ends up being one of our most popular options, is because people will set it up, you know, hey, we don't use this a lot during the day, but we like to sit out there after the kids go to bed. So at 7:30, we're going to start bringing that down 10 degrees. So we're not paying for it to be cool all day long.
Well, that makes sense. Or if I'm getting ready to leave the office, I could kick it down so that it's you know, halfway comfortable when I get home.
Absolutely.
That sort of thing. Interesting. So, okay. So we've got a weatherproof room. that's got AC in it. Now the mini system,
Mini split. Yep.
mini split system, is it heat as well?
They have both options.
Okay.
So you can do just a cooled one if you typically use it in the summer. But most of the ones we do, yeah, they have both options.
That would make sense because I'd like to sit out there in the wintertime too.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So we can match the flooring to my house.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what do we do though? Because it is a step down.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
So we've got a couple options there too. Either we can have it be a step down if you want it to feel like you're entering a different part, or we just build a floor. And so we'll hang it from the house, and then we'll put in some supports to make sure it's sturdy, but it could really just be stepping over the door's sill to get out to a new room and be the same level.
Interesting. Yeah. So I would just open the door and it would be just stepping from one room to another, just right over that threshold. Okay. And then, of course, a door out to the backyard. Yeah. We do still need to get to the backyard here.
Right.
And then probably steps there then.
Yeah, depending. Sometimes we'll do steps that go straight down. Sometimes we'll take that space that was your patio and we'll add a deck or something like that.
Okay.
I know you like to grill, so it just really depends. Do you need a place to put your grill, or do you have somewhere that you're already going to take it?
That was going to be my next question, or one of my next questions is, can we extend the existing concrete work out? Because I do like to grill.
Yeah.
And this being an enclosed area is not going to be conducive to grilling.
Right.
So maybe we extend that out with some concrete work to make a new outdoor kitchen area.
We absolutely can do that.